Well, and that's how my meatloaf gets that little amount of spice. That's a little bit better.
Wow.
We're live.
Wow.
So
We're-
cool.
we're
Oh,
on.
That's cool.
They're what?
we're on,
We're
right,
on.
right now?
Why do you know,
She never appreciates the stories about your recipes.
I know, she always just starts the show
Yeah.
and doesn't understand, but then she's
I mean-
sitting in the back eating my meatloaf.
I'm sorry, but pepper isn't a good enough spice. It doesn't add enough
It's
spice.
the base of all spices.
What, you happen to enjoy it?
It was fine.
Yeah, fine?
That's not what she
Fine.
It just tasted like a loaf of meat. Yeah, it was fine.
It is a loaf of
It's
meat.
what it's
It's
supposed to be.
meatloaf, but it all okay. How many blue ribbon meatloaves have you had today? One, mine.
I'm just skeptical that it really won a blue ribbon.
It did win a blue ribbon. Just because it looked like my handwriting doesn't mean that it wasn't a contest.
Yeah, he has a common handwriting style.
And Meatloaf is dead now. And when I won the Meatloaf's Meatloaf contest, I deserved it.
Yeah.
It was Meatloaf's favorite
It
meatloaf.
was, yeah. It's fantastic meatloaf. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Which one?
Appreciate you. My name is Quarterblack Garrett, and we're going to do it backwards now.
I'm Dave Landau.
I'm Angela.
Yay!
Oh,
Who? What?
it was every time. Give us your favorite recipes for meatloaf down below in the comments below while you tongue punch us hard. Dave, where do
Yes.
people go if they want to see you in real life?
Well, they can go anywhere, but I won't do that.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, that's right.
I can't think of another meatloaf song.
I can't either. I forgot. Oh, Paradise for the Dashboard Light. I remember
Don't
that
even know
one.
what that is.
2 out of 3.
Oh, you do.
Bad.
I did.
Yeah.
Sing a little.
And
Sing
the
to me a little ditty.
God, you were an 80s DJ. Do it.
What's that? Paradise by the
Paradise-
Dashboard Lights?
yeah.
Oh, God, no.
It's the guy and the girl, and they both sing it together, and it ruined every wedding in the 80s and 90s.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Another Meatloaf song.
2 out of 3 in bad.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta remember Paradise for the Dashboard Light. Honestly, I can't think of the lyrics off the top of my head, but I have heard it in my car many times. I play both roles. Just toss on a wig to do the lady part.
He does. I've been in
Dates.
with him on long road
Oh,
trips.
sorry, dates.
Forgot your own dates.
Yes, I do it with passengers. Could you go in the back? I got this thing I do. All right, you can see me this weekend at Skyline in Appleton. Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Hello.
Wow.
I just want to say
Tonight.
happy birthday to Kayla.
Yes.
There's your present, baby.
Yeah, enjoy.
Hey.
It's her birthday today.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy
Is it really?
birthday, Kayla.
Happy birthday to Kayla. Happy birthday to Kayla. We
Happy
got you
birthday
some today's. Happy birthday to
Kayla.
and many more. Speaking of what, quite a motorboat coming
That's a
from.
good one. That was a good one.
I will also be at Skankfest, ironically enough, November 14th and 15th. And then I meant it in a good, I didn't mean about her, I meant about me in the picture.
Oh, obviously. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what.
No, I would not speak of
Sorry.
ill of.
No.
Yeah, she's
And
the finest
also,
woman.
Off the Hook Comedy Club, November 21 through 23. You can join me, Michael Loftus, Matt McClowry. He's the big one with the Asperger's. He'll be here next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you gonna be?
On my channel, Quarterblack Garrett, where you can watch me play games on Sunday for Sunday Fun Day, and Mondays on Adam Kriegler's channel for Base Staff Monday with Flawed Me and Adam.
Yeah.
Angela, what about you?
My channel, Angela Does Horror, on YouTube. I'm going to. There should be a poll up right now. And.
You
I'm gonna-
should.
You should.
There is.
There.
Oh, wait, don't you have a stinger?
No.
What do you mean a pull-up?
A poll.
He heard man, like
pull-up.
labor, and he was like, I don't want to do work.
I
I
thought
no.
you said pull-up.
We're not doing any
Yeah.
pull-ups.
Can you do a pull-up?
hurt myself.
No.
No, I got a lot of body weight.
No. I mean, last time I tried, no, but I have been working out since then, so maybe.
Yeah, maybe you can.
Maybe I could.
Try it out.
Probably not, though.
I can do 6.
Really?
No, not a 1.
Oh, you fucking
Anyway.
liar.
Tomorrow at 9:30 on my channel, we'll watch one of those movies.
All right.
There we go.
And joining us today, one of our favorite guests. He is back as and better than ever. He's back. Together forever.
I like how you just leave that hanging out there.
I was trying to think of the stupid Opie and Anthony song of "We're back, We're better than ever. We're back together forever. Please welcome a guy who looks like Henry Rollins will right before he dies, Derek Richards.
Jesus Christ. Damn. Oh, my God.
That's a good one.
Damn.
Solid.
That's
But
solid.
you could look like way worse people.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to look like fucking John Lovitz. You can see him also coming up at Bay Street Yard in Fort Myers, Florida, November 12th, as well as Calusa. Is that right?
Calusa Comedy Nights.
Ooh, in Sanibel Island, Florida. That's November 13 through 15. And where else are you going to be? Why don't you tell the people?
New Year's Eve. You and me. Why would you not want to bring in 2026 with anything other than Dave and myself in Houghton, Michigan, the Upper Peninsula? Get up there. It is it's a great, cool venue. I've seen some pictures of it. It's really cool.
I always think about on New Year's Eve when 2020 happened and everybody was like, I'm going to leave a $20.20 tip on a $1 bill. Just all kinds of 2020 themed things because everybody knew the new decade was going to be the best.
Yeah.
And it so wasn't.
So fucked.
Also joining us, as usual, one of my favorite people. He's Asian. Please welcome Yoshi.
He just won the World Series for the Dodgers.
Thank you very much.
Yes, congrats on that.
And how have you been celebrating since the big win?
You know who got mad at me about that?
Seriously? Who?
Russell Peters.
About LA winning?
Fan.
He's Canadian, as you know,
Yeah.
and he doesn't even care about sports team. And I asked him, "Are you going to go to Monday and take your son to the parade?" He said, "Fuck that." He's Canadian. And he said, "My team have to lose to a guy with your fucking name," and then he just went off a few minutes, and I was kind of, why do I have to do anything to do with it?
Very un-Canadian.
Who's to a guy with your name?
Well, it's Yoshinobu and mine is Yoshikazu. It's like a big difference, but
Big.
but
He doesn't catch his kid playing Mario World. Dad, what'd you break my hand? Sorry.
No, but I'm a Mariners fan, so I was sad when the Blue Jays won. But I was in Buenos Aires, and they don't watch baseball game. But it was shocking. I was taking a walk at night, and every few blocks, you kind of see a couple of the bars actually playing World Series, and every few minutes, like, oh, I guess they're gonna lose. Then at the tail end, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm U.S. citizen, but I got a little teary when they won, because I have people from the country I'm from, and I was very, very happy I'm very sad for Canada. Dan Mattingly, he should have, they're good people up in Canada, but somebody have to lose, and I'm surprised to caught myself kind of in tears when I saw them. And Dodgers, man, because you have Asian people, Latino, black and white, working together. Everybody love each other. Yeah. It's a great story, and I'm
maybe
glad.
Not white.
Yeah,
The manager.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, that's true. Right, the guy who bought them.
I'm not so sure the whites love everybody.
But Dave Robbins is like half Japanese. His mother's Japanese. Yeah, so it's But I still can't believe
you guys are one great big DEI hire, aren't you?
Yes. But I can't get over it. That was just one of the best. I mean, Dave, I know you love baseball as well, and that was probably one of the, if not the best Game 7 game ever.
It was. People were
Shocking.
showing. They were playing it on planes.
Yeah,
and people were going crazy. And it was people that not necessarily going to L.A. or Toronto or anything. Just it was a good game. And I wanted L.A. I'll be honest, just because I have lived in L.A. and I've been to the stadium. There's a history there. But I wouldn't have mind either way. I'm not somebody who's like angry if another team wins.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. I really do like the game. I would hope the Lions do pull out. So I'm going to take that back and eat my words. I'd like to see it winning season. I don't know what happened. Rule of threes. You would have think that they'd be going for the Super Bowl right now.
Right.
But holy crap. Anyway. But I'm with you. Like I just love baseball. I love the game, and the Tigers were doing really well for a minute too, and that was kind of fun to watch that streak.
And this was really amazing historically speaking because it started in Japan, ends in Canada, and I mean, you have everyone in Canada basically watched it. Everyone in Japan watched it, in USA. And I was concerned. I mean, I love baseball, but I have to admit, football and basketball is so much more popular among young people, But last 2 years, I feel like baseball is back a little bit. I really do. And especially when the Dodgers won, I did get teary for another reason, because I'm sure you knew Brody Stevens. He was such a fan of baseball, and he passed away in 2019.
I met him. I didn't know him, unfortunately, but I do know
he had a friend playing for Dodgers, and he's a friend with Kershaw and things like that. So, yeah, it was an incredible series. I saw the one last year in Japan. This year I saw it in Argentina. And, besides for that, Toronto fans, I think a lot of people enjoyed that series. It was an incredible series. I mean, every one of them, one in with 18 innings. I'm like, God, I couldn't.
Dude, yeah, it was.
It was just insane.
And they are just two great teams, especially this
They really
year.
are.
And yeah, I mean, in the Tigers, I thought we were going to pull through. I don't know. It was a tough season, though. And those two, they're beasts. I mean, hats off to them.
Yeah.
Good coaching, good teams, and yeah.
That was a great World Series.
Growing up in Japan, though, you guys had baseball quite a bit.
For a long time, it's a really religion over there, and I have to say, baseball particularly fit with Japanese.
Tom Selleck played there.
Yes, Mr. Baseball. I knew that was a setup. Okay.
No, but honestly, though, it was popular there, though.
Yeah, and unfortunately for my team, Hanshin Tigers, there was a curse of a Hanshin Tigers. The year. So what happens? There's the thing in my Osaka where when they won the World Series many decades ago, and what they do is we have a bunch of canals. So they will mention one of the players' last name, like Kobayashi, and if your name is Kobayashi, everybody with that name will jump into canal. Well, one of the players are playing, I think it's from Oklahoma. I forgot his name, but he was American. They mentioned his name, and no Japanese name after the person. So what they did was they went to KFC. Because every KFC in Japan have a life-size statue of Colonel Sanders. So they need to throw a white guy. So they threw the statue of Colonel Sanders.
Whitest of guys.
So they threw the Colonel Sanders into the canal. So ever since then, Hanshin Tigers for many, many decades then won the Japanese World Series. So they call it like the curse of the Colonel Sanders. This is a true story. I'm not making this up. So for years,
I don't know how you could make this.
I don't know. Yeah, if you did, I'd be
You made
equally
this up.
impressed.
This would be really damn impressive.
Yeah.
And so there for years, and I think they finally recently won, but like 30, 40 years, they didn't win the Japanese World Series for a long time. And here's another interesting fact about KFC in Japan. Early 70s, there's many Americans living in Japan. They want to celebrate Christmas. They want to eat turkey. Unfortunately for them, they don't have turkey in Japan. So a bunch of Americans ate chicken for Christmas. So Japanese thought you're supposed to eat chicken for Christmas. And around the same time, KFC was expanding their franchise in Japan. So Japanese people thought you're supposed to eat chicken and KFC.
Oh, no.
And every
That's
KFC...
awesome. Are you kidding me?
And every KFC in Japan have a Colonel Sanders statue. So somebody that one year put Santa Claus outfit on Colonel Sanders. So Japanese people think Colonel Sanders have something to do with Santa Claus. So if you want to eat, if you want to eat KFC during Christmas, you have to make a reservation 2-3 months. That's how popular it is in Japan.
So in Japan, Colonel Sanders leaves
And in Christmas,
chicken in your stocking.
The three wise men brought gold, frankincense,
crazy. So
and
it's
three
Biscuits and gravy.
So it's this huge popular thing. Sorry, go ahead.
So it's KFC is something that you're supposed to eat for Christmas time. But I was born in Japan. I moved to USA, so it's a reverse culture shock. I'm trying to tell my family, no, it has nothing to do with Christmas. But my family don't give a shit. And there's a couple of times, I'm not making it up, they had like Santa Claus and Colonel Sanders like crucifying a cross because they think it has something to do with Jesus. Yeah, it's like you could find pictures in Japan.
12 herbs and
I gotta wait. I'm gonna see if I can let me see if I can find some of these.
Colonel
It's just actually there was Jesus was on the cross, and then Colonel Sanders.
and Santa. Yeah,
Santa was
was a
on the
saint.
other side of him.
It's just
Oh,
those
wow.
mutated no-eye chickens nailing them to it.
but yeah, that curse of Colonel Sanders was a big thing for Hanshin
I
Tigers.
had no idea.
Yeah.
Would you put that up?
Yeah.
What was the name? Oh my God.
That's fantastic.
There's other
Santa
ones
Claus.
too.
I get it.
Slanted Claus, whatever you want to call them.
Slanted Claus.
Oh yeah, here's another one.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of people crucify, like put Santa Claus and Colonel Santa like a cross, like a Jesus.
Okay, let me
and
see
stuff.
if I
yeah.
can find that.
Are those fireworks?
I hope so.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Is it like old? I guess maybe is it like old school delicious KFC over in Japan too? Is it like a little better than here? Because some of them have fallen off.
They do change flavor for the local thing, you know.
Because
I remember I seen a picture. When,
Oh, I found it.
what did you find?
It's just Santa being crucified.
But this is done out of respect.
Yeah. They
think it's
thought they
actually
were
part
being
of it.
sincere about Christianity, and
Right.
with KFC, you know, you do a cross and finger looking good, you know, say Jesus or whatever. Yeah, it's gravy. You know, blood of Christ is gravy or whatever. Yeah.
The human experiment.
Yeah.
Is
See, I'm not. yeah. You know how frustrating it is. I have to
want
kill.
that. I want that for my front yard. Can you imagine your HOA? Throw that up in your yard for the holidays.
And then they show up and you're like, no, it's not.
It's not-
It's
it's a-
Colonel Sanders.
So like I have to.
Santa.
Obviously,
It's
it's-
Colonel Sanders that I'm nailing to the cross.
But so I had to
just want
explain,
my
like, I'm from
neighbors
the
to
States. I'm from America. We don't. That's not true. They don't even care. Then of course, like, oh yeah. Then why don't you explain to me about rabbit with Easter egg? What does that have to do with? You know, like it's like a rabbit hole. Literally, I have to explain everything. But yeah,
Yeah, that's just the pagan day of fertility.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
speaking
I
of,
don't-
here's
yeah,
a
that's
shrine.
weird.
Yeah.
A shrine to.
Is that Glenn Beck?
Glenn Beck, if he was ran through an AI
Yeah.
aging.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned he
Made
does
delicious chicken.
disappear on Christmas.
That's a good point.
Maybe he's leaving drumsticks into good Korean boy stockings.
even when they were flying back to Japan or something, JAL and ANA, those airlines, people ask like, can we have KFC for like flying, for the Christmas or whatever? Yeah,
Obsessed.
It's a thing in Japan. Yeah.
Apparently, there's 10,000 KFCs in China. China has the most amount of KFCs
Really?
as well.
They love it too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's finger licking good. I can't deny it.
I mean, I'll eat it here, no doubt. The biscuits are delightful, but it used to be the best.
Oh, yeah.
Like there was nothing better. It's what I would request for my birthday, like in the 80s and
Like
90s.
a original or crispy?
Oh, original.
Oh, okay.
fan of the
Got a little.
Look, I'm not saying I don't want crispy. I'm just saying
That was your
You're being
preferred.
healthy.
What about in Japan?
no. But you ever just suck the skin off one of them, one of the just originals? Come on, the
I'm not
fried.
about that
Nobody
slime.
here.
It's a little slimy.
Come on, you never just ate the fried skin.
I eat the
Oh, yeah.
crispy bits that
Yeah.
fall off. I like crispy
I like
bits.
the fried skin.
Look, the men are talking.
What a dick move.
No, I get it. I would eat the crispy. What were you? Did you like the biscuits?
Oh, don't act
Trying to
like
hear
you don't
Yoshi.
even try to do damage control now. Don't ask
late.
me about biscuits, bitch.
You know you like them though, right?
Yes.
Come on,
The biscuits.
The KFC biscuit was the best for so long.
It's not as dry as a Popeye's biscuit either.
No,
But now have you gone to the KFC
and it doesn't
Taco
make
Bell?
me nearly as dry as a Popeye's biscuit.
But to answer your question, the most Japanese do like crispy, like
There we go.
Hiroshima style.
Yeah, they like it.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
You know what? The KFCs that are screwed up now are the ones where it's half KFC, half Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You've been into those.
You mean the Holy Land?
It's like
Are you talking about a Kintaco hut?
That place is amazing. Sometimes you'll have pizza there as well.
they just throw it all in there.
oh, you're right because there's
There's
pizza.
a pizza.
out there.
They're called Kintaco
Yeah,
huts.
it's like the Aldi of shitty fast food.
Amazing.
Just
And they're-
shove everything right into one.
That's what
spot.
sucks is they're not good at any one of them. You're kind of like, hey,
Yeah.
pick one.
You bite into your taco and it smells like chicken because it's cooked like right next door to fried.
It's in the same, fryer. They're using the same oils.
My first trip
Get
to New
your
York City
pizza
was
supreme.
my first trip to New York City was like 4 or 5 days after 9/11. So everything was weird, and I went to Bronx for the first.
Why?
How are you around for everything?
No,
Literally everything.
Are you the fucking angel of death?
I don't know why it would be weird.
You're just there.
Here's Yoshi pissed off because his World Trade Center.
Here's Yoshi.
This is the assassination of JFK. Yoshi's in the background.
You see Martin Luther King getting shot. He's just in one of the cars in the parking lot.
There's Yoshi sitting outside the motel with
Yeah.
MLK.
No, but you actually made a good point because a couple of my friends told me, like, I've been to so many of these prominent murder cases. Sometimes you'll see me in, like, documentary news. So a couple of my friends, I saw, like, Reddit, like, who's that Asian guy in every, like, the murder cases and things like that, you know?
Connect those dots.
But first,
There are, like, in the future, there will be the tall Asian guy who was at like 500 of these trials.
You're gonna be like a what's it, like a cult phenomenon?
You're gonna be a Slender Man.
Yeah.
oh, wow, I thought you were going to use the other word.
No, not with you.
But the first time I went to New York, like 4 or 5, 6 days after 9/11, I went to Bronx for the first time, and I went to KFC, and it's one of those. Have you ever went to those grocery stores? They have like a bulletproof window. So like, who's fucking? I know black people like chicken, but who's robbing, chicken at this place? So you put money, they flip that thing, would put a bucket of. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
They're full on like.
We both live in Detroit.
Okay,
Not making contact.
I've never seen one without.
Yeah, right.
okay, you got me on that. But I'm used to having like a good customer service, but this black girl was like, "What do you want?" She didn't even say hello, nothing. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like I order and
It's our
like
culture.
Yeah, there's like I didn't know if it was a 9/11 thing or people are just so different from me. I flew in from Seattle, but KFC, I had to hand it them.
I can't imagine why people were so edgy in New York 4 days after 9/11. Here he goes. This bitch is all getting in my face. Like, I don't know.
It's just deep fried.
This catastrophe in U.S. history just happened 5 days ago. What's this bitch's problem?
It tastes like asbestos.
There was a restaurant in Seattle where after 9/11,
He's like a firefighter.
oh my God, getting so red.
Hang on, my 3-piece basket has an unburnt passport.
Oh,
The closest
Jesus.
the closest thing they had to DoorDash then was the Jumping Man.
Oh. It must be because of the new mayor. This is really bringing something negative out of all of us.
We mean it out of love, but no, it is funny. It is funny when you get there 4 days after 9/11 and you're like, the fucking attitude with this. She's like, I thought I'd get a day off.
Dave, I forgot to tell you because in previous episode we talked Riyadh, and I was there for Russell Peters' show. He did 3 shows, and first night I fall asleep last 10 minutes, and then when the show was over, all the VIP walks in the green room, and there's a guy walks in. He out of all the Arabs, he had the nicest outfit. Shook my hand, very nice, and then. A few minutes later, Russell walks in, and he ignores everyone and went straight to this guy. And after listening to the conversation, I realized I know who this guy is. He's Osama bin Laden's brother.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious. I don't want to say his first name, but let's call him Jimmy bin Laden. And so he's there.
Old Jimmy.
Yes.
The fact that you already outed him as his brother.
There's 52 of them, like brothers and sisters.
Oh, I forget.
Yeah, same father, different mother. So, I just shook his hand with bin Laden. And I knew him because Russell told me this one
your chicken story.
And your hand still smells like cologne.
Like, hey, that thing your brother did? I had some chicken 4 blocks.
And I knew who he was because Russell told me this story one time. He met Mr. bin Laden and he introduced his 2 sons. One is 6'5", and the other one's 6'7", really tall guys. And Russell said, hey, let's take a picture. So he stood between these 2 kids and goes, look, Twin Towers, and took the goddamn picture.
Wow.
No.
And because, he's a fucking Canadian. But yeah, I couldn't believe this guy is bin Laden's brother. And he said, I'll see you tomorrow to Russell. Then I did the math. Russell's doing 3 shows. So second day, he has 8 p.m. show, 10 p.m. at the same facility. Davidson's performing. So there's a scenario where Pete's going to be there. His father got killed in 9/11.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bin Laden's going to be there. So I was ready for that show with a fucking camera ready to go. And then Mr. Bin Laden didn't show up. So it was like, it was
I like
just
the
Pete.
respect you're giving to Mr. Bin Laden.
It's so funny to me.
Well, I don't want to get 9. I don't want him to 9 on my ass. But,
Still, though, I've never, ever heard someone say that.
what?
Mr. Bin Laden.
Mister.
No, my favorite.
He lives next door and you're Dennis the Menace.
My favorite is he goes, I don't know his first name. Let's just say Jimmy.
That's his real name, it turns out. It's James bin Laden.
So he showed up third day. So it was Bin Laden first day, Pete Davidson, Dave 3, Bin Laden. And I got to tell you, when 9/11 happened, there was a split second. I said, please to God, it was, please tell me it wasn't Japanese who did it. When, we did this shit before. So I was a little worried for a split second, like, please, I don't want to go to fucking camp and everything. So as soon as we find it was Muslim, thank God,
Like, great.
yeah.
More kamikaze pilots. Just what we need.
Why in Detroit, right when that happened, we knew people thought it was Muslim
Is
immediately.
that right?
Yeah.
Really?
And I think it was maybe because the gas stations, their prices soared before everywhere else in the country. People were getting real defensive in certain Middle Eastern areas. Yeah. It was already, because I have friends that are Lebanese, and it was already getting out that it was Muslim. And this is on 9/11. This is 3 p.m. on 9/11. Do you remember
Because
that?
the government
Yeah.
knew ahead of time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. The man that just died, Dick Cheney, called everyone.
Yeah.
It's all right, we'll tell him.
Hang on, guys.
We're mad at the Arabs.
No, that's interesting, though. Yeah, I didn't. Anyway, sorry. I had 8 thoughts going through my head, but that's a weird memory because I remember that happening in a weird way. And you thought it was somebody, because you always want it to not be your race.
Oh, God.
If it's a
I'm not
serial-
even joking. I really thought, please, it wasn't one of us. I don't want to.
Especially then. Yeah, it was definitely harder then. Now it's a serial killer, it's always a white guy.
Yeah.
But it's so I don't know if it's a shooter, clearly,
I know it's been a very sensitive issue with the whole Palestine and things like that. But right after 9/11, I remember they were showing video from Palestine. All these fucking kids were cheering with the 9/11. And I didn't know anything about the whole region. And I was really, really mad. And I was just hoping we have a rendition, send those fucking kids to Michael Jackson's home. That was my feeling about the whole thing. Fuck you guys, cheering for that 9/11 shit,
I think a lot of people felt that way.
Give them their 9/11. Give them something they'll never forget.
10-7.
Unfortunately, they get a settlement, though, unlike most of the people and firefighters that died in 9/11.
All right.
Not being cute, they deserve the money.
And Dave, can you imagine now that we have this Muslim? I couldn't even unimaginable to me in my lifetime, because something like that could happen. Yeah.
Especially in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's not like it's been forever. It's just it was 2001 and now in 2025. They're like, so you elected the dude that did it? It's like repeating Hitler 24 years later. And you're like oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
And I hate to, you talk about it, and I think there's this massive ignorance to that entire extremist religion, I'll call it, that side of it, the extreme religion. But it is extremely dangerous.
Yes.
And you're putting these people in position of power in the United States, and the reality is this is part of the game plan for them.
This is what they want.
Yeah. And
Read the Quran.
yeah, you're watching it in real time. Oh, I've read it. I live by it.
You know what's strange that
Pick out a few of the highlighted
Just highlighted sections.
sections.
Very picky with what
Get the Cliff's Notes
My favorite parts.
of the Quran.
I just use it to draw. So what?
I sit down with my friend Jimmy bin Laden all the time. And we go through the Quran. I'm like, point out the shitty parts. And he just he just hands me the whole Quran.
I love all of it.
But what's interesting, Dave, because I've been going to Middle East for years, and especially places like UAE and Qatar and Saudi Arabia, none of the Muslims behave the way they behave in overseas in Europe and United States.
No.
It's very similar. I kind of remember when the Castro sent all those undesirable Cubans to boats and sent it to Florida, and
They're still there, by the way.
yeah. Wow.
Do I remember cocaine?
I think part of the reason why these people behave, because there are plenty of these renegade white liberal far left people in places like London. They want these people to behave that way, and we tolerate that shit. It takes two to do that. Having these academic types bringing those people over to places like UK and United States, and these ignorant I met plenty of nice Muslims in the Middle East. They don't behave like that at all. They're peace-loving,
course.
pro-family people, right? And I don't understand what is it about them. And it's very frustrating because UK need people like yourself, like opinionated, not being afraid of being racist. Because I don't understand. Every time I go to a bar in fucking London, these English guys, white guys, they're getting drunk and getting fight, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But they're getting drunk and fight each other at the bar, but they're unwilling to fight for their country. This is just I don't understand what's going on in those places, man.
No, you have soccer hooligans that are willing to go out and, do fisticuffs anywhere you go except for that. I think the reality is in America, we have managed to use the actual tactic, which is useful idiots.
Yeah.
It's to take people that I don't want to just say dumb, but because that's just such a blanket term, but they're easily led, they're susceptible, they're young, and then you can convince them that they're also intelligent by doing these things for your group.
And I think they're getting pressured by peer pressure. They don't even know the issue.
By far.
They just want to be in the in crowd, And I think a lot of kids are really afraid. And I think I was talking to Derek a little bit. I think this COVID thing really did something to people because I think they don't know how to make connection. Last thing they need is to do something where they'll be excluded from that group. But all of us older, we learn to be ourselves and have opinions. And if we're isolated, we're isolated. But these young kids are very vulnerable. I think, I don't know what's the solution, but I travel so much. I hate seeing shit like this,
Well, when you see celebrities' kids like Ben Affleck's daughter freaking out, and you realize the damage it's done to people, especially like my son's 10, it doesn't really have the same effect.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much of a memory of it. He doesn't care.
Thank God.
Yeah, and I'm very happy about that. And you have kids of all ages, so it's probably different, but I think if you were developing, whether it's like that age where you're pubescent and you're really going into the identity of yourself, and then you get involved in that government lockdown, it's odd how much we've had to talk about it for 5 years, but it's because so many things are a result. I mean, the butterfly effect, the domino effect, whatever you want to call it, is terrifying because people haven't let it go, and now the only way they know how to communicate is by finding something to be angry about.
Yes.
Organizing and then going out, and instead of doing nothing about it, they're violent about it. And that's what I think is the scariest part.
Yeah.
One of the best ways to unite people is hating something, and I think it really works for these young kids,
And hate takes passion. So it convinces you that you're doing something good because you really believe it. It gives you some idea of who you are.
Yeah.
And having your own identity be hate without you even knowing it creates exactly what you need for something like that to move in. And then what happens? It moves in, and you're the first ones they kill.
Yeah.
And when the media is the one that's in control and it pumps that stuff out and it says the white guy is the problem, males are a problem, traditional families are a problem, American culture is a problem.
Insanity.
And then you're a kid, you don't know. You go, maybe it is a problem. And then your teachers are telling you that at university. And you go, well, let's go out and fight. Because if you're in that world, then it makes sense to fight against the man or the culture that you think is actually evil. But you've been brainwashed, basically.
But even going back to COVID, as much as government control as they were, we were on lockdown, we couldn't go into stores, you had to do all the bullshit that they had us go through. And again, government control. And now you're seeing this socialist regime coming into New York City. And, you just look at look at socialism and where it's rooted, in, China, Cuba, North Korea, Vietnam, Venezuela. And it's like, again, government control. So it's like you would think that people that had gone through COVID and gone through that level of government control and them telling you what to do, and crippling businesses, and now even going back to the government shutdown.
Well, you've convinced small businesses that they were evil. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that's something that takes such a strong element of a government and overreach to convince people that what is good for them is these massive corporations, and then everybody trying to make their own money here is somehow evil for wanting to stay open. And then they use hate as good if it's against whatever group they want to point it at. Okay, white guy hate whatever, hate black people hate for this but not for that. It becomes, and then they use self-love in the complete opposite way of it's supposed to be defined by obesity, only identifying by your sexuality, all these different things that don't really define a human being.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's what creates that confusion to allow something to come in. And that is actually the game plan of the Communist Party. And the sad part is, my stomach growled. The saddest part is...
It's angry too.
I know, it's an angry stomach.
You need a bucket of chicken?
That's what happened. Somebody stole my crispy parts.
But Dave, you're right. In practice, socialism sounds wonderful. You know, we don't want to be heartless, but in practice, it's a disaster. And these kids they mean really well, but they're just naive. They're painfully naive. And our leaders, they poor job of mobilizing them, because this, whether you like him or not, this new mayor, he's very charismatic. You know, he know how to talk to young people, and just like Obama, he's master social media. You know, that's how you communicate with these kids.
No, exactly. And I mean, he came in and he did, like, you listen to any of the pundits that really knew how people win political office, and it's like, you know, he said what he needed to say to get into office.
Yes.
This is what you do.
He was literally a 16-year-old boy at a homecoming dance trying to say whatever he could to get the girl in the backseat of the car.
Yeah.
And now...
She was easy.
Right. Exactly.
Went right down.
Now he's turning her home. She's got a black eye. She's bleeding on the lawn.
Pushes
They wear
her
a
home in
burqa now.
Leaves her on the front porch in a shopping cart like an Animal House.
And then she goes, I'm only 13.
Yes.
It's like just right.
Oh, she's really old.
I know, right? She's up there. Up there for that time. Well, she's not the marrying age.
Yeah.
But during the debate, I remember all of the candidates were talking about, first thing I'm going to do is go to Israel. He was the only one to say, like, I'm going to go to 5 boroughs and take care of my constituent. And, like, it was crazy. Like, why everybody's going to Israel? And, like, he gave a really good answer, which is, that's your job, that you should be concerned with the 5 boroughs. And I think that really won over a lot of people.
They were drawing comparisons to him and to Trump by just saying, you know, where Trump was America first, and Mamdani was like, New York first.
Amen.
It's like, I don't give a shit about going to Israel.
Yeah.
Which is the right answer.
It is the right answer.
That is the correct thing to do. Yeah.
What are the intentions behind his actual policies that he's actually going to put in forth? You know,
And none of this is going to happen.
not good.
And I think part of him, though, if you watch him, my own personal opinion, part of him is conflicted. Because I think there is a large part of him that likes how far he succeeded in America.
Yeah.
And I think a large part of it, which I think is dangerous, is the fear he has of his own people.
What do you mean?
Well, they're killers.
Sharia law.
Ah.
No, I'm saying, like, sometimes you see...
Oh, you mean his fear of just other Muslims? Okay.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah, as opposed to just all his constituents together aren't just Muslim.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he does have this feeling to become the mayor of New York. There probably is a level to him, I believe, that would want to improve it. I mean, you don't go into politics and have an interest in that because you're just trying to sneak in. I don't think that there's just, like, people are layered. I don't think it's just to sneak in communism. I don't think it's just for Sharia law. I think he is just as manipulated by greed or politics, money, power, whatever it is, as anybody else. But there's probably that side of you where you have to do those mental gymnastics to think you're good.
Yeah.
And he's also conflicted by his own religion. Like, I think he's a conflicted man.
Right.
You'd have to be.
That- yeah.
By definition, yeah.
And he's only, how old is he?
He's not very old. I mean, and he's very successful.
Yeah.
In his 20s?
No.
No,
Early
he's like
30s, I
he's
think.
early 30s, right? He's like
30s, though, yeah. I think 30. Maybe early 40s, but I don't think that old.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how old he is.
I hope I'm wrong about him. I hope.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah, I
I'm...
hope so.
I love New York City. I hope everything works out, you know, but
But not the way he's going to put it together.
No, I have a bias against so much of what he said, and I just feel that if you are anti-American so many times on video, I just, like, one is too much.
yes, sir.
Yeah. To
That's
run
my
a city?
problem. Yeah.
The biggest city in the country?
Well, and he's saying he's, you know, so pro New York, but then again, in his, you know, acceptance speech where he was talking about, you know, this is for the cab driver from Senegal. This is for he never once in any of his, thanking people
Yeah.
said, you know, thank you to the U.S. citizens.
No Irish,
No
Italians.
There was no nothing.
Like, what makes up New York City?
Exactly.
And I feel like that goes for Asians as well as whites now,
Yeah.
especially when it comes into New York, where it's like it's all just lumped into one category.
Yeah.
It's black, it's Asian, it's white, and then there's this other group where each part is kind of separately respected.
Right.
And it's strange to me.
And everybody knows Asian people hate other Asian people.
I didn't know until I lived.
Wait, what?
Believe me.
Dude. I lived in a building that was Dominican. Oh, I guess that's not Asian.
It's not Asian at all.
Well, it's same thing to
Very,
ice.
very, very close.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
Similar idea.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, I misspoke. I
live by some Mexicans.
I live by.
Well, I mean,
right.
technically,
like that.
Dave, like Cambodians are the Dominicans of the Asia. You know what I mean?
Well, like,
really good with switchblade
well, like when I always knew.
or machete, whatever those jungle people.
I always knew Asians didn't really like each other, but I guess what I meant to say was I found out when living there that all of they don't like each other. It's like the Dominicans hate the Puerto Ricans, who hate the Mexicans, who hate the Guatemalans.
White people hate each other too. If you look at, you go to Europe, you know, like Scandinavia German have a very low opinions about Greek and vice
the UK
versa. So
and France.
yes.
It's not called Greek white.
And if black people knew back their history, they would hate each other too. I mean, really, you think it's all kumbaya in Africa? They have conflicts, you know.
Well, no, I mean it's not all kumbaya here. It's kumbaya drive-by.
Yeah, well, that's right. You're from Detroit. Fucking Chicago's fucking Mogadishu every day.
No, no, you're right though. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your Asian hate. Please go ahead.
No.
It's part of the human condition is to be in your group and hate.
You hate whoever is closest to you. That's why, you know. It's just that when two different races have incident making big news. But like, believe me, more black people was killed by the other blacks. More white people have been killed by white people. More Asian people got killed by Asians. And that's
That last
reality
can't be right.
What's that?
Sorry, what?
I got a buddy of mine who married a
Unrealistic.
His wife is from Nigeria.
Okay.
And she says, and he's been over there.
Yeah.
And the people in Africa, the culture of United States blacks, and they're like, you know, the fact they say African American and just the, like, they do not like the attitudes of black Americans.
Oh yeah, I don't think they have a good impression of each other. And just like when I go back, when Japanese Americans visit Japan, Japanese people don't consider those real Japanese. I'm just being real with you. Of
course.
Yeah.
This is a different culture.
Yes. It's
Well, you're also American.
yeah.
Yeah.
To Japanese, when they see Japanese American, it's kind of like seeing IBM desktop with Apple operating system inside. You might look like us, but you definitely don't operate like the way we do it.
Very
You know what I
Asian
mean?
way to put it.
That is the best description I've ever heard.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah.
Japanese are more radiation into them. You know what I mean? If you're from mainland, I'm just being real with you.
Right.
You know,
Say
So-
you're trans, but you Asians got them shits everywhere.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, they're well done too.
Good job.
Effort.
Honestly, yeah, they were the.
They could teach the white ones if they need to.
Right?
They've been doing it for decades.
Yeah, your brother's in Thailand.
It looks so much like women. You're like, damn, I don't even mind that I was tricked again.
Rats.
Same woman. Whoops. I thought I told her to leave.
Turns out you're just in love.
Yeah,
She just put on a different wig.
I was speaking with a blonde Spirit USA one.
They got good wigs.
I've only been to Thailand once for the gay sex. Anyway, what were you saying?
And then you return 30 minutes later. You're hungry again.
Yeah, that's the problem. You just always want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't keep you full.
What's crazy if you go there and you meet a woman.
They have those?
I think there's one. Her name is Gladys. she lives in the hills.
She gets passed around a lot.
No, she doesn't. Nobody's there for her. She makes a good wonton soup. I don't even know if that's culturally
It's not.
appropriate.
It's not.
The Golden Triangle. Have you been?
no. What is that? Cambodia?
Yeah,
Vietnam?
like the heroin.
Yeah. No, I haven't been to that. I haven't had the pleasure to be that part.
I just wanted to ask Asian questions. Well,
I'm a little bit worried about going. You know, those jungle Asians are very different from my people. You know.
yeah, I know. My dad used to shoot him.
Oh, was he really in Vietnam?
For real, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not anything as you.
Yeah. That would have been World
They
War
were
II.
trying to kill him.
Yeah. I get it.
It was it was like I gotta shoot him out of the trees or I get shot.
Yes. No. I have no ill will. Like if you.
He kept a very nice ear necklace.
Oh, jeez.
Just kidding.
I was looking at you for
tastefully
a second
done.
No, he didn't.
like, please tell me there is at least a little bit of truth to that.
No, he was very he was a combat medic, so he did have to kill people, but he was mainly saving people. I think it offset it.
Yeah.
But maybe he didn't put too much effort saving them.
Yeah. So what was the?
I wasn't a combat medic for Vietnam. That's right.
Remember one time?
I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah.
I shot this guy. Fuck! I got to bring him back to life. Son of a bitch! I got to dig out the bullet I just put in his head.
What is that movie that Mel Gibson made?
Thin Red Line?
No, Ridge. Hacksaw
Ridge. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just a dude grabbing the Viet Cong and patching him up.
Bringing it back. They did technically have to render aid when needed.
That reminds me. Tojo Hideki, the war criminal for Japan, he tried to commit suicide, and Americans are nice enough to save his life. Yeah. Then once they got a guilty verdict, they killed his ass a couple of weeks later. So, we're ethical about it. Weirdly, I think that's something that my family always told me. Like, they told everyone in Okinawa, like, if you get captured by Americans, they're gonna rape and torture and kill you. And surprisingly, when they find out Americans are nothing like that, they were shocked. They realized they've been lied to. American military personnel do follow Geneva Convention for most part. Sometimes we make mistakes, but for most part they follow.
Yeah.
Japan did not follow any of that shit.
Not at all. Not at all.
The war crimes that Japan's committed.
Yeah, it's real bad. Well, I mean,
China before that did it to Japan, and then Japan did it back to China. And
China too, yes.
What's the name of that?
Next level.
World War II.
The book on Guadalcanal and all that.
No, it was like where the Japanese guys were calling human beings logs.
Oh, Jesus.
They would
scientists?
They would vivisect them.
Yeah,
and
it's H something. Yeah, there's like the whole scientist thing where they were experimenting on twins and all that kind of stuff, all that fucked up stuff.
Oh God, I remember that.
Yeah.
What is that?
It was in Manchuria, and Japanese, like many German scientists, like Joseph Mengele, they were fascinated with things like like identical twins, and they do kind of really weird experiments on them, And sad thing is, this is true with
Unit 731.
731.
Go ahead. I mean,
Sorry.
Unit 730. No, I just it's just funny how
I was totally off.
I'm just thinking like what an easy explanation twins are, and they're like, I don't know, let's beat the shit out of them and shock them with stuff.
What it was is they would experiment on one differently than the other one.
Felt
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I just got back from Latin America, and I remember it's crazy to me because
Where were you at?
I was in Brazil and Argentina, and I was really shocked. I shouldn't be laughing, but I went to the very spot where Adolf Eichmann got captured in Buenos Aires in 1960. And he did such a. They didn't put a whole lot of effort trying to mask their situation, change their name and things like that. But the reality is, both Germans and Japanese, if you're talented enough, if you're a scientist or something, they'll find a way to exempt you from getting punished because, that's part of the reason why so many Italian and mostly Germans moved to Argentina because they wanted that talent. And then they were under neutrality pact, And, there was a
There are huge pockets of German-speaking people that were
colonies, yes,
were
already there.
Chile, Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Japanese couldn't do that. That they were captured. But it just shows like if you're talented enough, they will find exemption. Sadly,
It's true. I mean, I have a friend who speaks fluent German, or I guess Argentine, whatever.
Spanish down there
Yeah,
too.
it is Spanish, right? Yeah, and English, and he thinks in all three because they were all trained to him equally when he was growing up.
Yeah.
And you can't tell that he's like, if you talk to him, you'd assume he's just from Detroit.
Yeah.
But when we were living in LA together, if he had to go get a key made, all of a sudden it's just like this switch would flip and they'd give him a free key. I'm like, how do you do that? Like they just help each other out?
Yeah.
It was that because the Germans fled to Argentina and that's what he was.
Yeah.
What made you go down there?
My friend Gus Horn, a very funny comic man on Kill Tony, he was getting on the Brazilian Tonight Show. So he asked me because he knows I love to travel. And I just happened to have a friend my friend LJ, America moved to Brazil 5 years ago. So I figure, I need to visit my friend. He's inviting me to the TV taping. So I decided to go. And I was in Brazil for 3 days and 3 days in Argentina, And of course, LJ was kind of making fun of me because I was so concerned with violence in Brazil. Well, day before arriving in Brazil, there was a huge incident in Rio where they sent 2,500 police officers in favela and they killed like 130, 40 people. Ooh. It was just a massive fight against Red Brigade or whatever that gang member. They have the second
in Brazil.
In Rio, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
the Bloods.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Sao Paulo have PCC, which is the biggest gangs in Brazil. There's just, and every one of them are run out of prison, So how do you punish their leaders? They're already in prison, you know what I mean?
And isn't Brazil very I should say nice, bad, nice, bad, nice, bad, almost there's no real way to check where the poverty is or where the wealth is. It's just all kind of blended together. So.
Well, to me, Brazil is The Wire meet Crocodile Dundee, and it's like
perfect description.
No kidding, right?
Yeah,
it's just like, I've been to 72 countries, and that was my second time in Brazil. I don't know, my spidey sense go crazy every time I just feel like anytime something bad could happen over there, whether it's kidnapping or robbery and things like that. Whereas Buenos Aires, I didn't really feel any of that. Of course, I could say terrible things by saying Buenos Aires is more European white. It seemed more organized to me, but fucking Sao Paulo was just wild. It's one of the biggest cities I've ever been, and people are nice, but yeah, there's always lingering feeling in the back of my head like something bad could happen at any given moment.
I want to put a chip in you and track you.
With
your travels. It'd be like putting a chip in a shark in the Atlantic.
You have lived a life, and we haven't even talked about the sex robots.
Oh, for that Venus Fair in Berlin, yeah.
He was sending me these pictures, right?
I got them too.
Wait a minute, what?
They were
allowed
videos.
to talk about this?
We're just talking about stuff like this.
Yeah,
Venus Fair in Berlin is the biggest porn convention in Europe, but now I think it's the biggest one in the world. And I haven't been to one in 15, 16 years. And I went, and I got to tell you, I thought it's going to be small like the one in AVN because the internet pretty much destroyed the whole business. But at the peak, 2004 and 2005, the convention was relatively about the same size, maybe a little smaller, so it's thriving. But the shit that was shocking to me was all this robotic shit that looks kind of goofy 10, 15 years ago. It looks so fucking real.
They were looking thick.
They were.
They were.
Really?
They were. Yeah,
Man,
they looked
we
good.
are screwed.
He had a chick in a cage, like a jail, and he's like, "This is the downfall of man."
And with the AI,
Fake girl, not real.
This was at this convention.
Yeah, at the Berlin. And with AI, they just they're constantly learning, sexual habits and things like that. And I remember, if you have this online porn subscription, I don't know which one it was. It was one German or something, but
Schitt's Creek. It's a great one.
When you're trying to cancel that account, they have this avatar, and in German that my friend was translating, said, "Please, I love you, don't cancel." It's fucking creepy as fuck.
It's so
2001. Don't kill me, Yoshi.
You can't do that.
I'm just still stunned that you have not gone to a porn convention in 15 years. That's like Ted Williams not going to Fenway Park when he was alive.
Well, I got fired from 2012, so I was kind of mad at the industry for a long, long time. But slowly I started start seeing some of my friends again, so I went back. But man, I got
that's not a story you hear a lot. The porn friends that are still alive.
Not a whole
being
lot. No,
fired
a lot of them have passed away.
Yeah.
And but these old perverts, they're just dying away, and they cannot match with high tech people.
Oh,
These high tech people, they're not even into porn at all. They don't even give a shit about sex and porn. They really.
It's like a
the closest thing they had to AI was Larry Flint towards the end. Nobody remembers.
We don't know. Derek
Is that an old joke? Because Derek's laughing.
They get it. Larry Flint was
I saw your face go.
Larry Flint was shot in the spine because he started Penthouse magazine, And when he
Hustler.
was walking, Hustler. And when he was walking, Hustler Club. And as he was walking into the courthouse, a guy who was obviously anti-porn shot him in the spine.
Okay.
Yes, and then the guy was angry because there was an interracial scene in the magazine that made him mad, and he got shot in, and then of course he destroyed his spine.
Well, and there's also a lot of stuff in there about one of the preacher's moms that was always a joke.
They sued him saying in the cartoon there was a major American.
They sued Hustler.
Yeah, because that preacher was fucking his mother or something like that.
In a drawing, yeah.
Drawing or something.
Okay.
It had something with incest, which parts of South they call it lazy dating. But but this preacher was angry.
Heard that before.
but this preacher was mad. He was somebody huge, like.
It was massive. It was like
Let me think.
Ted.
He's huge, and Oral Roberts.
It wasn't Oral Roberts, but it was along the lines of
Falwell?
that big. Yeah, it was Jerry Falwell.
That's right, and so there was a lot of incest stuff that people think is very, very funny, and at the end of it, he won because it's a satire. You're a public person, but I think going back to porn, it's a completely different animal because. This COVID thing where these kids are isolated, and because they were living in that dream world, internet, whether they're gaming or porn, and even simple things like if you go to Los Angeles, there's the street called Figueroa. You have so many runaway kids. It's because they were kind of all these predators went after those kids during COVID because they're always online. They're isolated from the people that should be taking care of them.
Yeah.
And so this high tech stuff, they're just 24/7. I mean, you don't really have a real person trying to manipulate. They have this online robot manipulating kids. And that's
terrifying.
Completely different from the shit I used to do, which is, if you want to buy our product, you have to go to a store. You physically have to walk in and buy them. You have to go through embarrassment being seen by pornography, but it's so easy to get porn. It's easy to be seduced by it. And
you'd have to have like a homeless guy go in and buy it sometimes when we were young, and then you gotta watch the porn a homeless guy thought you should watch.
Dealer's choice.
Boy, it was some of it you got. You were like, boy, you couldn't pay me to try. With you two, have you never seen the movie The People versus Larry Flint?
No.
it's an incredible film.
With,
Woody Harrelson.
I've heard of it.
I've
Courtney
heard of it.
Love.
I've never watched
Watch it. It's actually just historically, it's a really fascinating film.
Okay.
It's an incredible speech. I mean, a movie about free speech, and the part of the American history. But I just met a couple of these guys last 2-3 years. They really are like that Walter White of pornography. They use this high tech and like 99.9 seductive rate. These kids get. Oof. I mean, it took me 25, 30 years of watching pornography over a period of watching first time I saw anal, I was like, wow, that's a huge big deal. And there's, gradually things are crazy over a period of time.
It's the same the first time I felt it.
Sorry.
In one of your 13 arrests?
Yeah, no, oddly enough. It was my Uncle Carl's Make-A-Wish. And then it turned out he wasn't even sick.
Tuesday.
We just got to wrap up here in a second. I'm getting it in my earphones, and your stories are so amazing, I don't want to stop.
No, but the things that I got used to over a period of time, in 30 years, 40 years, however many years watching pornography, these kids are at 10 years old seeing all that in
Horrible.
1 hour. Yeah, I don't know how they're processing that shit.
Desensitizes you.
Yeah. I'm a grown-ass man, and there's times I work in the industry, editing this shit, like, this is fucking fucked up seeing, I'm thinking that, but these kids are seeing it on day one.
Yeah.
That's what's bizarre. I think there's got to be something, though, where kids have to know. Not kids, when they get older. I mean, there's such a difference, though, between that fantasy and a reality, and the reality really is better.
Yeah.
And there's just something
they don't know
that can't
that.
match. But there's no way for them yet to understand.
They don't know the difference, I don't think.
Well, they don't have the tools to connect to other people.
Yes.
Because of COVID and other things like that.
They're tying a lot of that stuff as far as porn to people not getting into relationships now.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Gooning, we were just talking about that.
Yes, I think Harper Magazine had a recent article on Gooning. It was a really, really good one, and I think...
Well, they never die.
Well,
hey, you guys.
I'm sorry.
These guys are so afraid of women, and because they have so little prospect in life, they don't know how to make eye contact to a woman. So why go through the hurt? Why don't you just do virtual reality porn and go into this internet world? But I don't think this is good for the country, and I don't think this is good for young men because they never learn to date. They never learn to courtship. Yeah. The civilization's based on people getting married, have kids, and like, where the fuck are we going?
So porn is bad. We found out.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Too
work
much
in
of
business.
it. Yeah. Too much of it.
Yeah, I think there's a limit
Moderation.
where people have
What you're
to,
saying?
I think it's good if you have a stag filming 30 guys over masturbating to the same thing.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Like the 70s.
Yeah, we said that's fine.
Right.
But that's what they're doing with Gooning. These kids are watching same scene together at 20, 30 at a
Oh,
time.
God, that's disgusting. I was
Yeah.
kidding. Well, they need to stop dating on an app and go meet somebody.
Yeah.
That's the problem is you pick like whatever you think is most sexy. Then you have to go meet whatever vapid person is there. Maybe you get lucky, but I doubt it.
And stop trying to have sex like people do on porn.
Yeah, it doesn't
That's not
work.
real.
It's
Realistic.
not like when
But
I
you
was
can
younger.
later.
Yeah, well,
What do you
sure.
both
You
lay
gotta
on?
work at it.
Once you
lay
know-
on your side and go from behind so your fucking stomachs are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like,
Sorry, I cut
as
you
a
off. What were you
younger
saying?
person, when I first started.
That's a very good detail.
Oh, it's absurd. I'm sorry. You were saying, Angela.
No, I was just
I'm
saying that,
sorry.
like, when I first started having a sexual life, I was 17, 18, something like that. And the guys, like, definitely think that that's what sex is supposed to be like because that's the only place they've seen it modeled. And it's just, like, this weird, cold, emotionless thing. And it's, like,
Yeah,
it's,
and
it's
That was
awful.
before all of this AI and robots.
Yeah, that was-
And the algorithm that constantly can give you shit that you want.
Yeah.
And want yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't go home run and then first after 6 dates.
It's not realistic.
Right.
In,
No matter
in
how many
seriousness, though.
dates, but just like the way that you do it. Like, make
Well, you
love.
just gave a
Don't
lot away
Yeah.
with that sentence.
Yeah.
So, well, that's the problem is I don't think that there is a passion for that, and it's because when I was younger and I started into that in my teens, you assumed it was like adventurous, and you learned together, and it became love. I was never like, I want to drill the shit out of you. I want you to hurt, and it's just
You said that to me.
well, it's different when we're men.
It's different when you know somebody a long time.
Look,
That's why I feel lucky that I was able to find the one that I did. And
Yes.
I only had sex with one person, if you don't know. And we were stupid
Me.
teenagers. Yes. Stupid teenagers. And then it's like, we weren't great at it, but
Yeah.
over time, both of us, it was our first. So like we learned together, and now it's like, it's good shit. But like you need to go through a lot of that stuff, and having that expectation of it being like that is not realistic, and it's not really what it's meant to be.
And it's kind of
for anybody.
abusive.
It really kind of is.
Well, not
Gross, in a way.
every woman wants you to finish on her face.
Yeah.
no, especially when they're sleeping and you're on a
You
bus.
train them.
Yeah, it's an anniversary. What's going on? I mean,
If it's cold outside, sure.
happy holidays.
Body heat is useful.
It's warm.
You said it was an extra 50. Speaking of which,
But the one last thing, like I think young men watching porn thinking that's what they're supposed to do,
Right.
And inversely, I think girls are watching like, oh, I guess men want that, and that's the sad thing. They both don't know what they want, but they watch porn thinking that's what everyone wants, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a very sad era we live in that people are having a hard time making connection and being intimate because we have so little of that, you know.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's actually a very good way to put it. I mean, you do have to have an intimate connection with somebody, and I think now it does become this soulless thing where I guess you can get a robot. I know my stomach growled again.
Yeah. And it's only going to get worse from here with
My
that
stomach is.
temptation.
No, it's true. though.
And in porn, you're doing intimate thing without intimacy, you know. So it's just one of the worst things. And I think because people are afraid to talk to their kids are watching porn as a sex education. That is the worst
Yeah.
thing we could do to them, you know.
No, it's true. And the worst is when you don't want to get caught watching porn. Now you got it on their phones.
It's everywhere.
In my day, you had to be like, oh man, there's 11 steps that lead to my basement. My dick's out and that VCR is kind of far away.
Had to go in the woods and find that magazine.
A lot of
I
reset.
just hid
At
my.
least you did exercise, earn your porn. You know what I mean? But this fucking fat
difficult.
piece of shit
Right.
watching online and watching porn. You know, we have to work for pornography back in the day. Jumping into back of the grocery store garbage can, looking old porn that they throw away, or walking into woods. And when we say back then we were streaming porn, that's like porn magazine going down the river. That's streaming for us. we work for our pornography.
Walk up and down hills to get to our porn.
Finding Playboys in your friend's dad's
The
back
Sears
room.
catalog.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and then you look at that
Car
and be
crash
like,
footage.
car crash footage that I would also, with a group of people, try to find car accidents so I could masturbate.
Just the impact
Excuse
is like
me.
kind of sexy at that age.
Your therapist deserves every
It's a
dime.
movie we're referencing.
Okay.
It's, oddly, it's called Crash, but not the one that won an Oscar. All right, we gotta go. We're over time. Thank you all, Yoshi. Thank you so much for coming on. Where can we find you?
November 25th, I'm doing a show with Jason Rouse, Creek in Austin. And
Awesome.
I have a podcast called Yoshi's Adult Content. And one last thing, I consulted a show called Rosie Tran Present for Amazon. There'll be a bunch of Asian American comedians on it next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks on Amazon. And,
very cool.
Nice.
And I will be with you at the Skankfest.
Yeah, there you go. And then possibly the American Comedy Company. Where are you going to be, boss?
I'll be down in Florida, November 12th in Fort Myers at Bay Street Yard, and then November 13th through 15, Calusa Comedy Nights in Sanibel Island, Florida. DerekRichards.com is my website. And then, of course, ringing the new year with Dave and myself in Houghton, Michigan. Woo! New Year's Eve. Bonfire at the Continental. It's going to be a
Amen.
Yeah, and bring your bonfire because it's going to be
cold as hell.
shivers. Yeah, I'm going to bring a bearskin rug.
Are you guys gonna kiss?
Nice.
I don't know if we're going to
do you?
kiss, but
It's good luck.
I don't know if we're going to get intimate. It's definitely going to be. If it's a white rug, we're definitely going to be throwing it out the next day. Good night, everyone.
Right.